I don't have words for that message I just read. Except, I kind of wish this tea was something stronger. I don't know why that reminded me of something my supervisor at work said. Something about she would rather lick all of our feet than something. I responded with that was awfully a specific thing to lick, and now every one of us is thinking about feet and toes. You're welcome. Thank you, Doki Doki. Thank you. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen of that humble internet. My name is Ryan, aka the Ryeman, and welcome back to Doki Doki, the Blue Skies mod, the game that has me terrified and calm all at the same time. I know it's been a little spell since I've done this, but I realize I've been slow on all of my videos as of late. I am fully aware of this. I know. So some things to keep in mind. 1, I work full-time. 2, this has nothing to do with why videos are late. This is just a little announcement. I am trying to cut back on my cursing. I am legitimately trying to, because I have a theory. Now, I just swear naturally. It's not like, oh, I'm trying to be edgy. It's just how I talk. And there are a lot of people like that. They sprinkle F-bombs and whatnots into normal everyday sentences. Can't be helped sometimes. I'm one of those people. But I have a theory. If I clean up my language, if I go through some videos, not just one, a few videos, clean in language, maybe the YouTube bots that listen in and watch on everything I do, and it's not just me, everyone's videos, if they detect, hey, there's no curses and everything, it might be safer to broadcast some of these videos out to a wider audience. So I'm going to try that, and I'm going to be violently twitching all through the way, because have you ever seen that movie, Angels in the Outfield? I know it's a stretch for some of you youngins out there, but there was this part of the, okay, long story short with that movie, kid could see angels would help the angels win at baseball. So cheating. God was helping a baseball team cheat, because if that team won, and they were lousy in the movie at the time, if they won, then the kid's deadbeat father would come back and be his father and be a family. Which was a lie. A dirty, dirty, dirty lie. Anyway, certain scene in the movie, they don't see any angels. So the manager's like, what do we do, kid? This kid's like, I don't know. Maybe if you be nicer, make it so that you're not scaring the angels away. No cursing. And so the manager goes back to the dugout, and everyone's in there chewing gum, spitting tobacco, all this other shit, like cursing and flipping each other off and all this stuff. And the manager just yells, hey, cut back on the swearing! And the entire team, in unison, it's a great scene, in unison, flip their head over to the manager and go, huh? Like, I mean it, knock off the swearing. And the one baseball player, I don't remember his name, too long since I've seen the movie, he's just shaking his head, going, well, there goes about 70% of the vocabulary for the team, and that's me right now. There goes about 70% of the words that I know of the English lexicon. I've rambled on too long about feet and about how I'm trying to cut back on swearing. I'm trying to cut back on a lot of things ever since I started this diet. God flip it. It's almost like I'm trying to better myself as a person, believe it or not. Oh, that's right. We were in here with Yuri. I almost called you Hanako. I really should learn code to make that Karo Shoujo versus Doki Doki fighting game. I just remember, I gotta do voice acting with this game too. Hold on, that was 5.5 minutes of me rambling about nothing. Voice acting time.
Would you like to hold it?
I need context with this line. Oh, I need context with these lines. It's been too long. Sure, I'll check it out. Oh, that's right. Oh my God, that's right. She's showing me her knife collection, and like a ninny, I'm about to stab myself. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Common answer would be the internet. But if you happen to know a man who tinkers in blacksmithing, for a fair sum of money, you can have your own homemade knife. Shout out to you, buddy. This is the part where okay, you want to know what legitimately grinds my gears? People that make me look smart and competent. Curious of its sharpness, I stabbed myself! There are about 126,427 and a half ways to test out something's sharpness. Our boy here, me, chooses the one that you're not supposed to. Ryan! Why did you do that? Yuri, I have an answer for you. But unfortunately, because I'm cutting back on my words, I can't say it! I don't have that power! I didn't expect to be that sharp. I don't expect sharp. It's like, I would expect the lightsaber to chop my hand off! Ha I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. It is not your fault. It is my fault. You did not make me dumb. I just remembered the joke I did the last time I ran through this during the vanilla mod, and I'm gonna say it again now for the folks at home who haven't been there. This is God's fault for making me that dumb. I should have warned you. You shouldn't warn someone that the knife is sharp. It goes with the jurisdiction of the knife. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. Oh, please tell me you left the next part in, mod maker. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, how could you not leave it in? How could you not? How could you not leave this in? Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. That's... She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. Where do you keep your first aid kit? We need to sterilize the wound. Then wrap it to halt the blood flow. Do you have a gauze? It should. I raised my hand, cutting Yuri off. Yuri, I don't think it's that serious. I probably just need a bandage. Yuri's pupils narrow, perhaps afraid that she went too far. But I appreciate your concern. Will you be okay for a little while? Uh-oh. Yes, of course. You what? You what? No, no. Everyone. I want. No, 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 no. Nurse. No, no, no. No, no, no. Volume control. Volume control. Because everything's being halted. Everything. What the heck? What the heck are they? Everything's pausing right now. Mod Maker. My dude. Did you cut out the part where she sucks on my finger and tries drinking the blood. That was an intricate part of the story. I am offended. I have not been this offended since when they were back before the Final Fantasy VII Remake was even anyone's wet dream. The developers were tossing around the idea of, like, reducing Tifa's chest size. I will fight you in the street! When I went through that scene originally and she started drinking my blood straight from my own wound, I was like, well, that's how I met your mother, kids! Are you okay, Ryan? You alright? This is a weird episode. We're going on tangents about feet. Going on tangents about cutting back on language, and now we're going on a tangent about what the girls and licking parts of you that are running blood. You alright? Is there something you want to talk about? I don't know, Ryan. Perhaps I'm tired. I'm very tired. I'm doing a lot of changes in my life, a lot of overtime, a lot of things I'm cutting back on, a lot of things I'm trying to improve on. And it might be... I'm starting to realize that maybe all those vices that I did in the past, whether it be cursing or food, perhaps that was just ways to hold back the craziness in my mind. And that might be coming out more and more every day as I keep going on with this way of thinking. I don't know. I quickly run to the kitchen and rinse the cut, then apply a small plaster. It stings a little, but it shouldn't be the worst of it. As I return, Yuri's eyes dart around the room, as though she were too embarrassed to look at me.
I went a bit overboard there. I'm sorry if I made things awkward.
Yuri hangs her head shamefully. Yuri...
My parents were doctors, so I always tend to jump to the most severe conclusion when it comes to personal injury. I never know how to read the situation. I'm sorry for making you feel so out of place. In your own home, no less. Ooh.
Yuri. She's way too harsh on herself. How can I fix this? I think we should stab our other finger. It's really okay. Your heart was in the right place. She doesn't look up. I appreciate that you are concerned about me, but I'm fine, see? It was only a tiny nick. It's my fault anyway for being so careless with your knife.
I see.
The panic in her eyes evaporates, replaced by a calming stillness. Seeing her ease up a bit is reassuring. Maybe the oil diffuser is helping?
Thank you for being patient with me, Ryan.
Yuri giggles shyly. That was really cute. I was definitely not... I don't know what a shyly giggle is. It's probably because people don't giggle at me. Let alone shyly. My face grows hot. Yeah, no worries. I clear my throat. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but hair. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the kanji. After we finish attaching the paper ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and it seems like it would be very effective as the door curtain. It looks great! Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Thanks. It's going to look wonderful, isn't it? Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do... Oh man, that one snuck up on me. Oh god. Yeah, let's do it. What did you have? This is twice now in short time frame where I belch when I'm trying to talk, and it made people think I'm about to vomit.
Well, remember the paint and the banner? I like to make something with that. Something to display in the club room.
Ah, that's right. Yuri had made a big deal about fetching the banner from the art room. She must be looking forward to this.
Could you retrieve the paint and brushes from the other room? I can stay here and unravel the banner.
Yeah, sure. I'll be right back.
Thank you very much.
You know, with the lack of finger-sucking and blood-licking, this is not as eventful as I was expecting it to be from the last time. But the last time, Monica had messed with everyone's code and turned everyone into psychos. Oh my good lord, I have to remind myself that that was, in fact, the case. Oh. Well, I guess I'm the arse then. I head downstairs and pick up the bag filled with acrylic paints. They're mixing palettes and several different colors. I stop to fill up a couple of cups with water for diluting the brushes afterwards, then go back upstairs. I'm glad we had that transition. Yuri?
Ryan?
As I open the door, Yuri, is hurriedly rolling her sleeve over her arm. Oh, did you leave this part in? You took out the blood-sucking, but you left leaving in the fact that she's an arm cutter. Spoiler for people who haven't played the original. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's go to work.
I can't shake the feeling that there's something she's not telling me, but I don't push the point further.
So, I think if we did a color gradient across the banner, it would look wonderful. Starting with warm colors, then blending into darker shades. I thought a day to night cycle would be really pretty. Once it's finished, we could write something inspirational across it. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Neat. What do we write? Anything worth shooting is worth shooting twice? What are you going to write? Whatever's worth shooting is worth shooting twice!
Well, it would be more fun to surprise you.
Okay. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. I kneel down the opposite side of the banner as Yuri. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as the color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. How so? Painting a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
If this is too mature for you, then I'm sorry.
No, I did not mean that at all. I'm going to also probably lower the volume down a little touch bit. Little touch bit. I like the music in this thing, don't get me wrong, but it's probably way too late now. We're like 20 minutes in, and people have this weird blast of music and my random ramblings about random things. I think I threw in a small Cliff Notes version of Angels in the Outfield in there somewhere. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah. I think you meant I suppose it is. I just had a stroke. I'm glad you feel that way, Ryan.
Yuri places her brush down, pondering to herself.
Most people our age want to do wild things.
Bull Tanaki! At that age, I wanted to stay home and play video games. I still stay home and play video games.
But I'm usually more comfortable doing something soothing. I'm quite content with just a bit of company. Even if it's something simple, like reading, we don't need to be talking a lot. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer.
That's all I frickin' want! Hey, do you want to go out to party? No, I'd really rather stay in, maybe read something, watch a movie, and relax. Is that so hard to ask from people?
I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel the same way about things like anime and games. We're simply sharing the experiences with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
I knew you'd understand.
Yuri leans over the panel and grabs an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kya! Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt?
I don't think so. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
It's not your fault. Again, literally mine for being the... your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I actually got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel and then dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Now, also, I could do the, but it's too late. I know, shut up. You know, we're just gonna move on. The joke's dead. The joke's dead before it was born. Is something wrong?
It's warm. I just didn't expect it.
Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist.
Hold on a moment. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice.
I keep my hand against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. That's called warning signs of a heart attack. No, that's the left arm. Never mind. At least I think it's the left. I'm not a doctor. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was a moment ago. I am not going to start singing Just Kiss the Girl. I'm not going to go down that road. I'm not going to do a karaoke corner series. Go away! Yuri slowly pulls away.
Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it! I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking.
I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true. But won't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here.
Au contraire. Phew.
You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
Ah. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have extra time after finishing the work.
Well... ellipses.
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there could be more time as well.
It's probably my fault for stabbing myself. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So... I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her to the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then...
Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait! I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. Oh, I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, look, you know what I'm trying to say. I don't.
You're very thoughtful, Ryan.
Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand.
I kind of like that about you.
Well, how do you respond to this? Someone who's way more experienced with women than I am. What's the next course of action, Doc? I don't want to make things awkward, but I kinda did stab myself.
I would like to spend more time with you as well, Ryan.
She takes a slow, deep breath and releases my hand.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll see you at the festival. With one last smile, Yuri starts to head home. She looks back over her shoulder, but then quickly turns back around. I'm really grateful that I got to do this with Yuri. I enjoyed my time with her a lot. The way she says she simply enjoys having company, I understand exactly what she means. Tomorrow's going to be incredible. I just know it. Oh no, this is the part where I start getting really... What's another word I could drop besides the F-bomb? Okay, Ryan, why don't you just eliminate that entirely? Okay, I'll try. This is when I start getting really nervous. The last time we went into this scenario, you're Sayori was just kind of hanging out, and I just kind of left her hanging there. Oh, look, it's adorable. It's not at all reminding me of the impending doom. Speaking of impending doom, did I ever remember to hit record? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I should probably end the episode here, because now, okay, if it's not going to be horror themed, if it's not going to be horror, if it's not going to be that, it's going to be normal, right? It's going to be like a normal festival, and we're going to pretend that we could be happy again. So what do I name this episode? A Day with Yuri? But there's probably going to be other days with Yuri. I can't just name it Days with Yuri. I mean, we did just go through an old scenario again, but this time it was kind of new. It was It's not old and busted, it's old and fresh? Old yet new? Yeah, I'll go with that one. It's old yet new. So if anyone out there who managed to sit through this entire rambling session of absolutely nothing had at least a chuckle at any one of my brain-dead ramblings while going through a mod of a very beloved yet terrifying game with a very big cult following that people, including me, are waiting very patiently for that sequel. By the way, cough, cough, wink, wink. Did I go through this entire episode without cursing once? Did I manage to do it? Did I do it? I think I did it. This is gonna be very hard. This is gonna be so freaking hard. Anyway, I'm all tired out from this. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful weekend. Whenever you happen to be watching this, even if you're watching it on the background when you're at work, just stay awesome out there. And until the next episode, adios. Where's the save?